So, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the type of energy healing that I offer. So last month I spoke about how energy healing can really support you in anything that you're doing. You don't really need to do it to become an energy healer. In fact, it can help support you in all areas of your life. And about how, like, if we learn a lot of the things that we learn in energy healing, if we all learn them, then we can all support the healing of ourselves, and that can support all of those around you and the healing of the earth too. And we can move away from kind of patterns of depending on things outside of ourselves, but also acknowledging the wisdom and the gifts of all those around us too, but knowing how to really come back to and support ourselves and work with our own energy and support others in a really healthy and positive way. So this month I'm just going to talk a little bit about Shambhala multidimensional healing and a little bit about the Moon Nike because they're the things that have influenced my energy healing training that I offer. And next month I'm going to be talking more about what I'm bringing through of how we can really support the physical body to hold these frequencies and to hold and embody more love. So yeah, just a summary really of Shambhala multidimensional healing. Obviously, there's lots of different types of energy healing, and you likely heard of Reiki. I mean, it's similar to Reiki in some ways, but Shambhala is said to have been channeled through a Reiki through to a Reiki master. So that's how it has been associated with this type of healing modality. But I think Reiki was the healing modality that was known. And so often it's become associated with this. But yeah, basically, I mean, I believe that all paths lead home anyway. And whatever we're learning, it's about connecting back to ourselves and following what it is that we're drawn to. But certainly for me, I stumbled across Shambhala when I was like a teenager. And I just tagged along to go to training, and then I found it again in later life, again by accident. But each time I found it, it feels like a sort of homecoming to me. So it's obviously something, that I'm used to working with, and it feels right to me. So I think with any of these things, just go with whatever you feel drawn to. It's good to do our research and learn about things, but you'll know in your heart if something feels right to you. So the story of Shambhala is that it was a form of healing that was used in the times of Atlantis by ascended master Saint Germain, who took this form of healing away when there became lots of sort of spiritual hierarchy, and he wanted to make a form of healing that would support this return to kind of oneness and not no hierarchy. And so he didn't want to be part of that, so he took that away. But obviously, and we all know, like the fall of Atlantis, he then took it off to try and protect it in Tibet, but realized that the Earth just wasn't ready to hold these frequencies, and that they would be like not manipulated, but it wasn't the right time basically. So he took them away to then come back to the earth when the earth was ready. And whether these are stories or reality, or whether they're reflections on this pattern that keeps coming back in the earth, or however we want to interpret it, certainly fits in with a lot of the other kind of prophecies and stories about how humanity and the earth have gone through these perhaps times where we weren't quite ready, and now that the earth is evolving and ready to kind of reach new levels, and it is safe for us to bring these frequencies back here, and so it was channeled through, and then those of us who've been attuned to the Shambhala frequencies, it's all about returning these frequencies back to the earth. And I believe now lots of things have shifted upon the earth, and a lot of the work is about supporting our bodies to hold this, so we can really not just channel it, but live it, like to be and live this love upon the earth. So that's how we really make a difference to changing things. And the stories from the Brunei Key and like loads of other different cultures and traditions around the world all talk about this time of change. And so, yeah, the Brunei Key have also influenced a lot of what I am sharing. And again, their story is that these transmissions and frequencies were kept by the Quero people in the mountains because the rest of the earth wasn't ready to hold them. But this time is so important that they're shared with the world. And so again, we can really embody and hold this love because Moonlight also means love. And a lot of their teachings are about how to support support the physical body and our energetic body to be able to hold more love so that we can bring it through to the earth now. So I found, yeah, I loved working with the Moonlight Key, and they've taught a lot to me about how we can support this. So it's through working with Saint Germain and the violet flame and the frequencies of Shamballa, which are all about empowerment, love, freedom, and supporting the earth in its ascension, and also with the Moonlight Key, has been, yeah, a big part of my journey. And what I felt also in recent years is I felt working with all this as well, and just recognizing that we're a really big part of this. It is meant to be all about empowerment, and so remembering that each of us individually is really important in this change. And we are right here upon the earth now, and we've got so much support around us. You know, we've got support within the earth, we've got support from source above, and those who have come before us, and those who have held these prophecies and held these frequencies for us. But the earth has never been in the time like it's in now, and we're here and we have understandings of how things are working. And so almost it's like a co-creation, I feel. And so one of the most important things is learning how to listen to ourselves and learning how to really connect, and so we can move forward upon the earth here now in these times of change. And it's overwhelming when we look at the world, isn't it, of what's going on, and we can feel like it's all all airy fairy, talking about love, and when there's so much going on in the world. But if we can really learn to hold this within our bodies, then every little step we take comes from love. And I feel that it's amazing how much this can ripple out into the world around us if we can move back to this state of pure love, which isn't love that's based on need or power or control, or guilt or fear, which often what we label as love is. This is about this pure connection back to who we are within, what is beyond, and what is a part of everything.